as a fire wife, a mom of two, a cheer mom, a sports mom at that. And so I don't have time for products to be disrespectful and play in my face. And so if I reach for these items, certainly they earn their spot in this report. And so I'm breaking down my official reach report for the quarter, where I'm sharing products that I continue to reach for throughout the chaos that provide me just a little bit of sanity between the long days, the games, the practices. They certainly earn their spot. And so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into these items, beginning with the very first item, which I feel like has allowed for me to not be Miss Ashy, because she keeps me hydrated throughout the day. And that is Naturium Biolipid Restoring Body Lotion. It's fragrance free. It's all the things. It is so good. I don't know if I've shared this in a video before. I believe I've shared this in a short form video, but look how thick this lotion is. And again, there's just something about a thick lotion that just does it for me. Not only is it thick, but it is effective. It's hydrating without being greasy, and it's fragrance free. I also have to mention that I've been able to use it on my daughter, who has eczema, okay, really bad eczema, and it helped to heal the skin a little bit. And so whenever I see anything does that without causing her any level of irritation, hands down, I'm sold. I'm sold. Like, look how hydrating this product is. It feels so good. And there's just something about it. You could feel it just like, you can feel it like just like penetrating the skin, that just makes it just extra soothing for me. And so I love that. For me, I love that for my daughter. Like, I love that it doesn't make me ashy, and it is something that I can wear with other products because it is fragrance free. And so Naturium has just been, period, probably one of my hands down favorite products for all of 2025, probably the last 5 years, because the next product that I've been loving, that I've continued to reach for, especially at night, and probably because of the scent. I don't know, there's something about the scent that's almondy, a little sweet, but not too overbearing. And that is this Naturium Glow Getter body oil. Literally, my body, need I say more? Like, my body craves this stuff. It is so good. And I love that it is lightly scented in a way to where you can layer it with a number of things. And I love it. I love it. I love the way it smells when I go to bed at night, especially when I'm cuddling with my man, with my husband. I know he loves for me to smell good. And I know that this is a scent that not only can I wear it to bed, not can I, but I do wear it to bed. It smells so good, and it's hydrating. Ooh. One of my favorite things to wear, just period. And you can layer it with anything. You'll see the glow. She says glow getter, and she means glow getter. Like, it is really hands down that good of an oil. I love it so much, and my body eats it. I crave it. I got to have it. Like, soon as I'm out, I have to immediately turn around and go and get another bottle, because I just love that product that much. Like, I just love it that much. Next product is one that I picked up during, I don't know which sale, but this is a skincare product. This is by Pharmacy Beauty. This is the Honey Milk. It is a hydrating essence. I don't even know where to begin with this. An essence that has, it has chamomile, ceramides. It is hydrating. It is so hydrating to the point that when I apply it, oftentimes, like, I forget that. I feel like that there are some there have been some toners that I've used that at a certain point, it reminds you that you need your next layer of skincare, which would be some type of maybe serum, oil, or moisturizer. This right here, honestly, has caused me to forget to add my moisturizer because it is that hydrating of a product. And it's crazy because I can't even really show it to you right now because I have this oil on here. But I think I'm gonna have to record some type of B-roll for you to be able to see how good and how hydrating this is. Maybe I could put it on this side of my arm. It plumps, it hydrates my skin. It's just so good. Like, I have no words for this. This was honestly like a shock to me because it hydrates my skin without causing it to be super greasy. I've used the honey moisturizer before and I wasn't pleased. It's highly expensive, one. And what no, was that? Maybe I did. I think I did. And I just felt like that moisturizer was just extremely thick. So I was a little nervous. I was a little skeptical about using this, but I have been pleasantly surprised. And I think this is something that I will continue to buy. I really, really like this. And you get a good amount of product in this for what you pay for. Another thing that like shocked me is skincare. I purchased this during the 21 days of beauty sale, and I purchased two because I felt like it was such a great deal. Clinique. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. They have a moisturizing gel and a moisturizing lotion. And honestly, one is supposed to be lighter than the other, but sometimes I cannot tell the difference. Super hydrating. You can feel it penetrating the skin. And I feel like it gives you that hydration without being sticky, without being greasy. Without being greasy, which makes it perfect for you to wear underneath your makeup. Like, it's gonna give you that perfect hydrated glow, that base, and for your base that you need for your base. And I love this so much. I think this is probably my new go-to moisturizer because look at how much you get in this bottle. Look at how much you get in this bottle. And I don't know if that's what I love most or I love the pump. I love what you get, the results of this. You know what? I just love it all. I really, really like this moisturizer. No wonder like why Clinique still has its foot in the game like that. I've been sleeping on Clinique for a very, very long time. And I think from now on, like, I won't. I really, really like that moisturizer. Definitely is about to be a staple around these parts. And then so next product that I have been reaching for is, child, this product, this line, this brand, period, does no wrong in my eyes. Like, everything they give is just that extremely good. But that is this Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum. This is a sunscreen with an SPF of 50. The way these UV rays have been UV raying, it's making you feel like it's about to be the second coming. It has been extremely hot. And with global warming, the sun rays that we used to have back in the days growing up are not the same sun rays. And so you need a thicker formula, one that caters to what those sun rays now do. So look at how thick this is. Hence UV Better rays. It is, and it looks like initially it's gonna leave a white cast, but no, baby, you keep rubbing and rubbing. You massage her all the way in. White cast where? No white cast. No white cast. Hydrating. Honestly, when I'm in a rush, that smells so good, y'all. Honestly, when I'm in a rush, I will sometimes just apply that without applying my moisturizer, especially when I know I'm going to be like right back. Like if I'm going to run an errand or drop my kids off and I'm working from home, just so I can have that protection and still feel hydrated. Like I will wear that by itself because it's that thick, it's that hydrating. I love it. Like it's officially a staple. Forget all the other sunscreens. This kills your hair. This is it. Next product that I've been loving, I've been reaching for. I go through my seasons of foundation that I reach for a lot lately. But I always find my way back to House Labs, this is my BFF, the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, the foundation of all foundations, like a dream. Chef's kiss. This is hydrating, packed with over 30 skincare ingredients, blurring, visibly corrects the skin tone. Literally that girl. I love this foundation so much. I typically try to like pull her out during the fall, during the winter, but I saw like some issues in my skin. That I just wasn't resolving, and I just felt like I needed to like pull her out. Okay, I had to bring out the reinforcers. Okay, so I pulled her out. This helped. I also pulled out other products that helped, but I felt like this reinforced what I was overall trying to do with my skin. And so, House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I'm getting a little thirsty. And so that no matter what foundation that I go to or that I find myself like pulling or I'm leaning towards or I'm loving on, child, I always find my way back to Bay. Always. And speaking of like finding my way back to things, Juvia's Blaze, this is the bronzer palette. This is in deep dark, and I'm starting to feel like maybe I don't need as deep of a bronzer. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But I found my way back to this bronzer and I forgot how good it was, especially like if you're somebody who, like for work on the go, you don't necessarily want to do a full eyeshadow look and you typically like to just add bronzer to the eyes. Like this is good for that too. And I forgot how good this looks on the eyes, but I have been reaching for this so much lately. And I love the mirror on this thing. I'm just checking out myself, making sure I look good for y'all. But love the mirror on this thing. Love this bronzer down. I've been loving this and just been reaching for it so much, using it on my eyes, child. Everything. Another thing that I've been loving is this Maybelline. You know, these drugstore brands, I have been reaching for drugstore brand products a lot lately, but this Maybelline Super Slick for my eyebrows, I used to use that Kosas Brow Gel that had like hair growth properties, but my eyebrows I feel like are where they need to be. But this, and I feel like those used to give more of like a fluffy, natural look. I feel like you can get a little bit of both with this. Like this can get real slick and real snatched. It can make the eyebrows look real snatched, or it can give it like that natural fluffy look. Like take your pick. Take your pick. It makes just the whole eyebrow process just convenient. Just swipe, swipe, swipe. You could shape it. You know, it gives it that laminate look. Comes in different shades. You can even get it in a clear one. Like, I love this thing down. I love this thing down. And I used to be someone who dreaded the whole eyebrow process. And now I just be like, no matter the look, we in it. And since we're on the topic of drugstore products, this Maybelline Grippy 24-hour serum is literally everything. She is sticky, icky. Definitely gets the job done. Long lasting. I feel like for the foundation that I use right now, like she is really, really, really good. Maybelline, I don't know what y'all been in the lab just cooking it up, but so good, so good. This is what I have been reaching for lately. I'm honestly on like my second or third bottle, but I don't know. She might definitely become a staple because she has not let me down, especially for my long work to game days where I have to rush off of work, pick up Riley, and then rush to a football game. Thank God football season is over. But yes, Maybelline. Y'all been in the lab cooking, and I have been loving it. I have also been loving, and this is probably just my official eyeliner, but this MAC Color Excess makes, and I know I had mentioned, gosh, was it Black Opal that I mentioned? But this makes applying eyeliner so easy, whether I'm applying it right above the lid or on that waterline. So easy. I used to be a little challenged when it comes to lining my waterline, and I feel like I still am. But this right here makes it so easy for me because it also, like, I feel like sometimes I leave this top off and it doesn't even like dry off. And there have been times where I've even gotten this on my contacts. And that's my thing with like eyeliners. Like, I'm always nervous about getting like any eye makeup product on my contacts because there's a certain one, Inglot. When I use my Inglot, like once it's on there, it is on there. Baby girl ain't going nowhere. So this right here, and you can feel it too, and it's so aggravating. But this right here, even if I get it like on my contact, it's not as aggravating. And you can easily remove it just by blinking maybe a little bit, creating some tears. And what I have been loving just most about the beauty industry is just the way that they have been making just beauty and makeup accessible and easy to everyone. And so with that said, I've been loving a lot of like just eyeshadow sticks, cream eyeshadow things. And so what I have been reaching for most is this Makeup by Mario. This is his cream eyeshadow sticks, which they come in neutral colors, and I love so much. I love these because number one, look at the packaging. You can easily like throw these in your purse. They come with these little applicators here, and they're long lasting, and they dry down to like a powdery finish. So no one could ever really tell that it is a powdered or it's not part of a typical like eyeshadow palette. Like, it looks that good, and it doesn't crack and it doesn't crease, which is what I find to happen sometimes in like cream eyeshadows, and this doesn't do that. Lasts all day. I have these in my car normally or in my purse for work because I always find myself in the car doing my makeup. And so these have been lifesavers, time savers, just all of the things. And so I don't know, something I feel like you should try. Now, I know you've probably seen a de-influencing video before this video, just like not overspending or not spending a whole lot at the Sephora sale. But if you have the coins or if you have the budget to pick it up, and you're in the market for some eyeshadow, definitely give it a try. I feel like one of those tubes are like $25 or $20. Since we're on the subject of eyeshadow, something that I have been loving, which I see why she's the OG, triple OG, is this, and ignore it looking like that. But this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Palette. This right here, I use them. This is my go-to. If I can't figure out what I'm gonna do for whatever, this is what I reach for. And I just love this palette so, so much. Ooh, see how much I'm out of this? This is the Ultraviolet Supreme Screen Sunscreen. This right here I love because it's a 2-in-1. So not only is it a sunscreen, but it's a primer as well. Child, I feel like that's what she told me, that it's a priming sunscreen. But child, I've been using it as a primer and a sunscreen. It has an SPF of 50, doesn't leave a white cast. I believe this is an Australian brand product that you can also find at Sephora. I've been using that, and I've been reaching for this Colossal Bubble mascara by Maybelline. This right here has truly made me, like, reminded me that I don't really have to spend a whole lot of money for mascara. You do not need to spend a whole lot of money for mascara. It doesn't run. And I just really like it. I like the applicator because it makes it a little easier for me to get like my bottom lash. There are some applicators for mascaras that I feel like are probably a little too large. And I end up getting mascara in places that I wasn't trying to get mascara in. Reminder to all of us that you do not have to spend a whole lot of money on mascara. Another product that I have been loving so much, in fact, this is a brand that I have been loving so much, but this is the Sulwasu. This is the cleansing gel foam, and this is the cleansing oil. The cleansing oil, in my opinion, child, this should be called or nicknamed a one and done cleansing oil, because there have been other oils and other balms that I have used that I feel like by the time I get in the shower and it's time for me to like truly wash my face, I'm washing my face more than once, but I don't have that issue with these products, specifically this cleansing oil. I feel like this cleansing oil, not only does it like break down the makeup, but it also do a little bit of like a cleansing. There's not really a foam, but it feels like there's a foam and it's doing a certain level of cleansing. And whenever I use this, I only have to go in once with this. But when I use them other girls, I ain't gonna name no names. I ain't gonna name no names, but when I use those other girls, like I feel like I have to go in twice with a cleanser. Like I have to go in twice with this. This right here comes in this bottle, and literally, honestly, like one pump goes a long way, probably a half a pump. So this ends up lasting me an extremely long time. And I just love how foaming, how hydrating it is. And it does all of that, just the cleansing, the breaking down and the cleansing without stripping the skin. And so even after I'm cleansed, even if I do decide to go in with this another time, like I'm not super, my skin isn't super dry. Love this. That is it for this video. These are items that, didn't disrespect me, didn't play in my face, that held me down these last couple of months. These last couple of months that drained me, child. But let me know if you saw any of your faves in the video down in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything that you're looking forward to trying. Also, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. It does help for it to become a little bit more discoverable out here in these YouTube streets. And child, if we vibe, go ahead and hit that button and subscribe. Join the tribe, join the community, and make sure that you never miss a beat. And until the next video, peace.